All right, here we are tonight. Welcome to Lobo COLISEUM for tonight's matchup between the Pine Tree Pirates and your Longview Lobos. Representing the Pirates on tonight, starting center, 6'7", senior number 15, Cameron Spencer. Starting guard, 5'10", senior number 12, David Kelly. Guard 5'6", junior number 5, DJ Bates. Starting forward, 6'0", senior number 11, Devin Washington. And starting guard 6'2", junior number 22, Isaiah Glenn. The Pirates are coached by Justin Hale, assisted by J.J. Walker.
All right, welcome to Longview Game Day. You got live Lobo basketball here. I'm Frank Sides, joined as always by Keaton Daniels, and a third man in the booth tonight is Mr. Ray Wade. How are you guys doing tonight?
Man, I'm doing awesome, man. This is an exciting night, big crowd. I'm excited to see some good basketball.
Oh, wow, it's electric in here. We got the student sections going, Longview and Pine Tree student section, so I'm excited to see the battle between the crosstown rivals.
I was telling Keaton before the broadcast, this is what this place is supposed to feel like. And with both the basketball teams being so successful early on, I anticipate we're going to get some more of this as the season concludes.
Absolutely. If you look watching this game, I bet you can hear this crowd. It's that loud. It feels like a playoff game. You got crosstown rivalries, two teams that don't like each other and going to try to beat each other tonight.
And it's a big game. Pine Tree sits tied for the bottom of the district at 2-5, but they're tied with 3 teams. So if they can crawl back closer to even, they've got a shot to make a playoff.
Oh yeah, it's a long way from being over. One of their 2 wins came against us, so
absolutely
they have a lot of confidence. They know that they can beat us, and we're going to be looking for revenge and try to get our win back.
Yeah, starting out, it looks like Longview looks a lot bigger than Pine Tree out there on the floor initially, even though we just picked up an offensive foul trying to exert some of that strength, but we look to be a little bit bigger right now on the floor. They started a smaller lineup, it looks like, for Pine Tree.
We do know Pine Tree has some size on that bench, though. One of the better football players in the country is waiting to come in.
Oh, yeah.
3-point attempts long.
The last time they played Longview, I think his physical play got our big man in trouble, Blandberg. So with him starting on the bench, I look for Blandberg to go get started early and often tonight.
And when Dalen Evans does get this game, I assume that's going to be his task, an uninterviewable task.
Absolutely.
Banging down low with the big man. Still scoreless here. Nice move by Justice. He can't finish, but Blandberg cleans it up.
And right on cue there, Blandberg gets the offensive rebound and go up for 2 points.
So it was the second time down that Longview kind of ran that high post screen there and looked to kind of come off and penetrate. Maybe that's benefit to the size disparity that they're seeing initially.
Absolutely. That's a fill-out process to see how their big man is going to use coming off that screen. As Pine Tree player hits a corner 3.
That's DJ Bates from the corner gets Pine Tree on the board.
Great night for some basketball.
Big time.
Sounds good in here.
Absolutely. If you've been outside at all today, it's a bad night to be out there. So Lobos going to turn it over. Looks like Justice took a couple steps there without dribbling the basketball. So Pine Tree's ball, 2 minutes gone in this one. Lobos trail by 1 early.
And Dalen Evans is checking in right now. So
it's an early sub.
Early sub, 2 minutes into the ball game.
And you can tell, standing next to Blandberg, just how big that young man is. He looks like Myles Garrett in the early days, doesn't he?
Absolutely. He's showing you why he's committed to Texas A&M already as a sophomore.
I want to see what kind of moves he's got.
Sorry.
A lot more to this game than size, though, fellas. Blandberg impacts that shot. It's going to be Lobo basketball.
Both teams have kind of started out with some early turnovers. I don't know if that's the early game jitters, the crosstown jitters, Pine Tree Longview jitters, or they're just not completely warmed up from warming up before the game.
Yeah,
I suspect this is probably one of the bigger crowds they've played in front of all season. So
maybe that's the other jitter that I forgot.
Chris Head's open for 3. Rebound to Mitchell. It's a good look there for the Lobos. Mitchell can't get that one to go. Rebound to Evans.
Laid it up just a little bit too hard, but that high pick is going to be available if he can come off of it and go hard all night.
The big man's going to shoot a 3. Just long. Campbell Williams comes away with the board.
Well, Longview better hope he keeps shooting threes, because as big as he is, I don't think
Mitchell
you want him to inside.
Pumps on the 3. Nice finish.
There you go. It's a good seal there by Blandberg.
Nice move by Kendall Mitchell.
Smart decision, too.
Nice help.
Evans is going to shoot another 3, blocked by Blandberg.
You know, as long as he's shooting threes, I think he's going to play right into Longview's hands initially. Because as big and as wide as he is, I don't know if they want him inside much.
Big time. You got you got Blandberg is calling for the ball here. You got to reward your big man, especially for getting out there and getting the block. If he's wanting to give it to him.
We know he'll take this.
Yes, indeed.
Pass to Campbell Williams is knocked away. Pine Tree basketball. Gonna have to switch pretty quickly
Yeah,
here.
big time. You better send some help.
You don't want to get your point guard in foul trouble early. 3-point attempt is up. Money. That's 12, Damian Kelly.
Early on, Pine Tree's 2 for 4 from the 3-point line. 2 of those were from the big men, and you're questioning why he's shooting those. So the young guards are shooting well from 3-point line.
Chris Head can't get the floater to go. Rebound to 15. That is Cameron Spencer.
Got to be careful a little bit. Chris Head has the size on the defender that's guarding him. You don't want to overpower him and draw your second foul
There we
early.
go. Let's see what happens inside there.
It's too big.
That's exactly
Just
what
too
we're
big.
saying. You know, that plays in the Longview hands if he wants to shoot threes, but kid that big goes inside and clears out that much space. I think we're going to be in trouble. It's going to be a long night.
Absolutely. If he can get his shoulder into his chest, it's going to be hard to block
Nice
the shot.
move by Chris Head. He's fouled, and the shot almost goes, but he's shooting 2 free throws. Down 1. So Chris Head's going to go to the line for his first free throw attempt tonight. Long. But it looks like we got a good matchup here tonight, style-wise.
Yes, sir.
Longview's length versus Pine Tree's size. So Chris Head misses the first. And the second short. Rebound to Damian Kelly, senior guard, but somehow Chris Head ends up with the basketball as I looked away. Campbell Williams.
All right, Campbell.
There wasn't a block there.
Yeah.
Not sure how that was short, but it's going to be Pine Tree basketball.
I don't know if Campbell Williams realized who he had on his hip then that time, because he seemed like he was trying to move him if he had a small on him.
You got to stay in front
There
of
we
this
go.
man.
Blamberg comes away with it. He's taking on 3 Pine Tree defenders. Stolen.
Into a guard.
That ball is thrown away out of bounds.
Love the effort, though, seeing Blamberg pushing it like
You know,
that.
that's great defensive effort,
Yeah.
but, you know, you get out on a fast break and it's 1 against 4.
Yeah.
You know, just go ahead, take your time, pull that out, set up your offense, find you a guard, get involved in that. You don't want to see your big trying to split 4 guys on a fast break. It's not advised a lot of times. I'm sure the coach over there is making notes of that one. See what set Longview can get in. There they are with a high pick screen again there. They ran that a couple of times.
Open look in the corner for Chris Head. That's no good. Got a pirate out ahead. That's 3. Wilder,
And
good job getting back.
That's the hustle. Excellent job of getting back. Don't have numbers here. Want to get something set up. You got Blamberg inside with a mismatch. Nice move.
Very
Fast.
nice.
Good move.
You can't finish.
Just a little short there. We've been a little cold here.
Good looks, though.
Yeah.
They'll start falling.
Want to get a stop here.
Blandberg contest. No good. Wilder with the rebound. Stolen by the Pirates. Still loose. Wilder comes away with it.
You got numbers if you get the ball
Go,
up the
go. You
court.
can go push it. Blamberg, turn around.
Davis Justice on the corner, on the wing. Makes a move to the basket. He's fouled. He's going to shoot 2. This has been one of the more exciting first quarters we've had all year.
Oh,
Keith.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Not a lot of points scoring, but it's been entertaining going back and forth.
And what do we have here? So we got the student section for Longview on the Longview side, and then we got the student section for Pine Tree on the Pine Tree side. And it has brought some excitement to this game.
Yeah, that's something that you don't see too often. Two team student section come to a game like this and pack this out.
Absolutely, they're completely into this game and screaming and yelling at everything. I think that's kind of why the pace of this game has picked up some, because the student sections are saying go.
Absolutely, you're seeing a lot of mistakes right here. I see some players out there kind of huffing and puffing a little bit too as well. The energy and excitement.
All of that's contributing to it.
That second wind had kicked in.
It hasn't at all. Still got the big out on the perimeter.
Open 3 is no good. Chris Head comes away with the rebound.
Too hard, too high. And it's an uncharacteristic play by Chris Head, throwing the ball up there high.
You'd like to see him, as he's getting closer to that free throw line there, to be a little bit more under control. If he'd have come to a jump stop or just a little bit more under control instead of taking it so deep, he would have had an easy pass to the big there and been able to score that, because it looked like it was a 2-on-1 on that end.
It looked like he was fighting with the defender, trying to get him on his hip, and the defender just never would.
And that's why you encourage that kid to come to a jump stop at the free throw line and not force his way too deep.
Absolutely.
Big man
There's trouble again down there.
Yeah. Every possession he spends at the three-point line is a win for Longview.
Big time.
I agree with you.
That's a big time.
But, man, once he gets down low there, it looks like a lot of trouble.
Little floater from Wilder goes.
Nice.
Keaton, I feel like Chris Wilder is going to play a huge role in this one.
Oh, big time.
With this pace, they're going to need fresh legs all night.
This game is going to play right to his strength.
So 7 seconds left to go in the first quarter. I'm not sure they realize it. 3 seconds, three-point attempts blocked. And that's going to do it for a heck of a first quarter here from the Coliseum.
Fun, exciting quarter.
We are going to head to a quick break with the Lobos and Pirates tied 8 apiece. You're watching Lobo basketball live on Longview Game Day.
Woo!
And now at OR, we want to buy your used vehicle and we'll give you guaranteed top dollar for yours. And if you prefer to trade, even better, with massive savings on every new vehicle at OR Cadillac GMC in Longview.
House party? We got you covered. Office meeting? Come on, treat them right. Game day? You know we're here for it. Get your taco, nacho, or fajita bar today. Only at Juicy's Taco.
All right, welcome back. We got a good look there at the Lobo bench and new head coach Sam Weaver. He's got these Lobos in his first year, keeping 20-4 overall, 4-3 in a tough district. Got to say that we're pretty blessed to have two new, super experienced, super qualified basketball coaches here in Lobo land.
Oh yeah, big time. To be tied for second right now in district is kudos to the Longview staff, the coaches. Coach Weaver, Coach Ward, all those guys, man, kudos to them.
You can't ask for more in your first season than to be above 500.
Big time.
All righty, so we start the second quarter with Pine Tree Pirate basketball.
You know, I think it's a plus for Coach Weaver that he doesn't realize the whole Longview Pine Tree experience as well.
Nice move. No finish, though. Rebound's good, and the putback's good. That's number 11. Devin Washington, the senior.
Longview still in the same offense, so they seem to see something there as Pine Tree goes to a zone. We'll see how they choose to attack the zone there. Normally you want to try to get someone to the high post area, so you can try to get, you know, some ball movement, ball reversal. There you go. Gray area jumper.
Lambert can't get that to go, but he's going to end up with a long rebound.
You know, a lot of people don't believe me, but that's one of the toughest shots in basketball.
And Kendrick Brown goes up, and he's fouled, so he's going to shoot two. That's the way you attack the basket. I believe you.
That gray area is difficult. You know, that little mid-range area.
You got to put the right touch on it.
Yeah, it's a difficult shot,
and
especially
often,
if you're big.
Yeah, and oftentimes if you're taking that shot, you're almost too open.
Yep.
The first free throw from Brown is good. He's on the board tonight. Lobo's back within one.
One thing that we see Blandberg do a lot, especially after games, we see him taking shots like those. He's constantly out here. When people are still out here when the game is over with, he's still out here taking shots too.
Good for him.
Love that, because you can't coach that.
Absolutely. So Pine Tree's going to their bench a lot, it seems like, tonight. And the first quarter, second quarter early, they're subbing. We don't see, have we seen much subbing from Longview tonight other than Campbell Williams coming out?
Sure, 31's in for the first time, and number 1, Jalen Hawley Lee are both in the game. Get their first minutes tonight. So 2 starters down right now.
Good. I agree with you.
3, actually.
We've been seeing a lot of it from Pine Tree side of it.
Open look for Kendrick Brown from NBA range. Just short.
Coming right in, shooting it.
I like it, though.
Big, bringing the ball up the court. Gee, Pine Tree's playing with a lot of freedom tonight.
Want to get in front of him quick.
Dalen Evans can't get that to go, but the size gets the offensive board.
Make him. There you go.
And we're going to have a foul. Wilder goes up, grabs the rebound, and he's fouled.
Yeah, you know, he's a little out of control down there. Somebody needs to tap him on the shoulder and let him know he's the biggest one in the gym, that he doesn't have to rush like that.
Exactly. He's using that size to try to bully people and get everybody out of the way.
Yeah,
and trying to finesse it at the last minute. He just can't do it.
He's getting them out of the way, but then it seems like he's getting himself way out of position, and all he needs to do is just take his time.
Open look for Brown in the corner. Nice pass from Blandberg.
Great pass by the big man. He showed great patience right there in the post, turning around and seeing what the defense was giving him.
Absolutely.
The man was in the corner for a 3.
Look at the big man. Goes to the left hand. That's no good. Blandberg the rebound.
Yeah, he was handling the ball. He's setting their offense. He's getting them into the offense tonight.
That's Holly Lee for 3. The lefty. Just long. And Dalen Evans comes away with that rebound. I know me and Keaton talk about it a lot, but that's whether or not it's a great idea. I love watching the Lobos take open threes.
Yeah.
Probably spoiled a little bit by the new game of basketball. Some of the old schools are like, no.
Yeah, you don't need to encourage them to take threes. I think they got that memo already.
All these kids think they got the green light.
Yeah. They don't need to hear you saying that on the air. That you enjoy seeing them take threes.
I think everybody does.
Yeah, don't offer them any free hot dogs for that.
You can hear me saying shoot from up here. Nice play by Mitchell to steal the inbounds pass. Lobos with 3-point lead, 5.5 to go, first half. It's kind of flying by a little bit.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
find some wood to knock on. And if you're watching, share the feed. Let everybody know where they can watch Lobo basketball.
Yep, there's a big man flashing as he should, which is good. But I don't think they're looking right past him and seeing what's behind him.
Step back. Tough shot.
Hey, I think if he turns around face up again, he can pump fake and go by him if he wants to.
Woo.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Got to tell you, 15, Cameron Spencer looks like one heck of an athlete.
Yes, he did. He's quick enough out there to be his size.
And last few times down the floor, he's been the one that's initiated the offense. He's brought the ball up as a point guard with some of the littles out on the court. He was still the one bringing the ball up.
Yes, indeed.
Going to have a foul inside. That's going to be 2, Amari Gary. He's going to shoot free throws. And
So we got a sub in. We got Campbell Williams back in the game, looks like.
Kendrick Brown took a seat.
So now we got Campbell Williams in the game. So Campbell Williams is our 5 now. He's going to be guarding our big.
First is good for Gary.
Main thing for Campbell Williams, you want to see him spell us out at least a couple of minutes. You want to see him stay in front of Dalen Evans.
So that's 2 tonight.
We're gonna wish him luck down there.
It's 2 times so far tonight. I set the over and under each night. How many times Keaton's gonna have to take his headset off to say hello? And I set it at 7.5 tonight. We've already gotten 2.
Hey, if you see me take my headset off, those are special people.
So
Got
people
my sister
watching,
and my niece came by.
When you hear a clunking sound, that's Keaton setting the headset down to greet somebody.
I'm sorry, guys.
We're used to it now.
Longview celebrity.
No, man, that was my sister and my niece, so I had to speak to them that time.
I wasn't paying attention. Somehow Pine Tree has the ball.
Yeah, we had a turnover on Longview's end after the exchange. Threw it at the guy's knee, went out of bounds.
Campbell Williams gets it to Wilder.
Oh, take your time, young man.
Campbell, come down with it.
Yeah, you know, I'm wondering if Pine Tree chooses to crash the boards, we may be at a little disadvantage here.
Campbell Williams gets his first taste of Dalen Evans.
For sure. They've already, just from the eyeball test, they're already more active on the glass right now than us.
Yeah, you know, the energy level just seems to be a little bit different.
Yes.
And Pine Tree seems to be a little bit more active on the offensive boards, the defensive boards, contesting their man. I'm sure if we were looking at a shot chart, I bet you Pine Tree has gotten more shots up.
Oh, big time. Just like a boxer.
Yes, exactly.
The one that's taking the most punches is going to wear the other guy down.
You're absolutely right. Mm-hmm. You know, if you're able to keep crashing the boards, getting second chance shots, limiting Longview to 1 shot, you know, that's going to better your chance down the stretch, and that's what it looks like is happening tonight.
The thing I want to see from Longview right now is just settle down just a little bit. I just think we're playing up Pine Tree's aggressiveness with aggressiveness, and it's not working out in our favor, even though we win in the game. But I know we're capable of playing better than this.
Yep.
It's Dalen Evans.
You know, the few times we've actually run the offense, we've got good-looking shots. It's just those times where we put our heads down and start dribbling right into the teeth of the zone that we've seemed to be kind of a little out of it.
Kendall Mitchell passes up the open three, drives, pass deflected off of the rim, but ends up in Davis Justice's hand.
Don't be afraid to get the ball in this middle, especially when one of your guards is flashing across there, kind of like right now.
Yep. You know, we have to remind everyone that there's no shot clock as well. So there's no hurry.
Nice pass, nice entry feed.
Campbell Williams finishes.
That was a good job there. Good patient play.
Good job.
That was a good possession.
There we go with a turnover. He was able to come away with a turnover there.
We just got word that Longview Choir is at the Dallas Mavericks game tonight performing. That's pretty exciting.
It absolutely is.
Way to go, Longview.
Davis Justice with a really tough shot there.
It's a big night, not only just in sports for Longview.
Almost had a turnover. It's going to go off the Lobos' leg and stay with Pine Tree. 2.5 left to go first half here. Pine Tree trailing by 3 to your Lobos.
Want to close the quarter out strong here.
Offensive foul.
That's good. That's a good turnover for us. Cause the turnover. This is going to be pivotal with these 2 minutes right before half.
And that contact just wasn't necessary. 15 could have set his feet and had an easy bucket there. We'll take it.
He just ran straight over.
You know, as a team, you know, how you start a quarter and how you end a quarter is always important.
Big time.
And right now, you know, you're up by 3. You want to try to finish up strong. You know, Blandberg has actually made some pretty good decisions once he's got the ball into the paint. We'll see if he's able to make one this time.
It's a good move.
There
That
you
was
go.
a good move.
Floater.
Way to go.
He was able to elevate over Dalen Evans to get that 2 points.
He's been able to do that the entire game.
Yes.
Get it into the paint, whether he had a shot opportunity or a cross-court pass. He's done pretty good.
Oh, yeah. He's quicker than him, so he can be able to get his – if he squares him up, he can be able to do whatever he wants to, I feel.
And that particular move, you can't defend that regardless of who you are.
Oh, you can tell he's been working on that move in the lab.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. What is this, the 3rd time Big Kid's been to the line tonight?
Missed his last 2.
What I've noticed about him, as big as he is, he gets the ball in the paint. He seems to be a little bit out of control. And so if Blandberg's able to just kind of square him up and not, you know, that time he kind of took a gamble, went for the steal over his back and kind of put him out of position, and help came over and fouled him. But if he's able to just get the ball or just to play solid defense in there, it looks like Evans is a little bit out of control sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. I think his first move as soon as he catches the ball is to put this, he's trying to drive.
Yeah, I mean, he's been on the floor, what, 3-4 times already tonight down there in the paint?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we wouldn't necessarily want to see that from one of our bigs.
Yes, indeed.
Or one of their bigs.
In his defense, turning that corner and getting after somebody is where he's going to make his money.
Exactly, and that's all he needs to do.
Yep.
You know, if he gets there and he just takes his time, turns around, squares up, he'll realize that no one's going to stop him once he decides to make his move to the basket.
Absolutely.
90 seconds to go here in the first half, I'm sorry. Nice move. Mid-range jumper for Kendrick is no good. Blandberg goes up and gets his own miss and puts it back.
That's big. That was a big possession for us to be able to come up and extend our lead to 6.
Yeah, Blandberg's playing really well tonight for us.
He's starting to settle down a little bit, too.
Absolutely.
This second quarter has been a better quarter for him.
I agree with you.
There you go. With
Nice
another
job,
steal.
Lambert.
Yeah, that's a bad
You got
angle.
numbers.
Lambert, get it to him.
come on, you gotta go
I was
up
ready
top.
for my first big man's dunk of the year.
You got to go up top on that one. And a bounce pass to the big man on the break. I just hate that.
Ooh, open look, and he's fouled
Oh,
shooting a three-pointer. I thought we had him from behind there and caught his hand, and he's going to shoot 3 free throws. That's number 5, DJ Bates.
Yeah, again, I just go back to the last play, man. I hate you get 2-on-1, 3-on-1. Don't bounce pass to your big man. Throw it up, live it up to him. Let him catch a soft pass up top so he can easily go stuff it.
You got a 6'8" trailer that can play above the rim, yeah.
You think he would have caught that and stuffed it?
He would have stuffed that one. If he would throw it up high enough for him,
He certainly would have tried,
He
right?
would have tried.
He would have tried.
He would have tried to easily dunk it with one hand. He could have did it.
Yeah, I think we would have saw an aggressive layup.
Oh, no. I think I would have ran down here out there with
Keep there watching 2K21.
Hey, man, I'm used to. Hey, shout out to my cousin Malik Henry. I'm used to seeing him out there just punishing
There you go.
like that.
Yeah, well, Malik Henry probably could have done that.
He would have did that easy.
Yeah,
he would have caught a bounce
absolutely.
pass too.
I think right now we probably would have saw a great pass, a great catch, and a very good layup.
So he makes 2 of 3.
Got a
Draws the
full court
Pirates to
pressure
within
here
4
with Pine
here.
Tree to close out the half.
40 seconds left in the half.
Don't pick up a dumb one. All right, take your time. You got time. There's no shot clocks. 30 seconds left in the half. You're up by 4. Just take your time. Run your offense. It's work tonight. Oh, that was something.
Open look, Mitchell for 3 in the corner. Bang!
Big time.
There you go.
That was a good looking shot.
Rewatching this, Frank says, take all those you get, young man. Lobos lead by 7. 10 seconds left
there
in
you
this
go.
one. Stolen, and they're going to call him for a travel.
So that's a debatable call there. If a kid goes to the floor, grab the ball, I guess we're on live, so I'm sure some of those armchair referees at home could chime in on this, but I don't think that was traveling.
I don't either.
You know?
Not at all.
I think he dove to the floor, grabbed the ball, and threw it to the other end.
Big man makes a move.
There
He's
you
going to be fouled.
Back on the floor again. How many times is that he's been on the floor?
Good 4 or 5 now.
Yeah, we need someone to keep track of that at home.
You might see a den out there on the floor, man, as big as he is. Hey, no disrespect to the guy, man.
No,
I think
kudos to him.
I think he's a heck of an athlete.
Yes, I agree with you. We just want him to stay upright tonight.
Yes, indeed.
I know he's a heck of an athlete. You don't get a 5-star and a full ride to Texas A&M from Jimbo Fisher if you're not.
Absolutely.
There he goes. He knocks the free throw down now.
Absolutely. And I'm biased. I would love to see him in the green and gold.
This is the first time I've seen him in
Being from
person, man.
Longview.
That is a big, look at those legs.
Yes, indeed.
He knocks him. Oh, he just misses the second. 2 seconds left. Going to have to heave this one from half court. It's going to be no good even if it goes. So that's going to do it for the first half here in the Coliseum. Lobos in the second quarter on a little bit of a run. We lead by 6 headed to the half. We're going to take a commercial break, but any thoughts before we head that way?
Man, I love the effort that we finished, that we played that second quarter with. I think we scored 16, 18 points that time, so we was able to play a whole lot better. We was able to weather the storm of that first half, first quarter game jitters, and I love the effort so far. I love the way we finished.
You know, when Longview settled down on offense, you know, they realized they had a pretty good thing happening with getting the ball into the post. Blandberg was in there making very good decisions with the ball inside once he had it. So all of those things contributed, in my opinion, to a very good first half. He was able to pass it out, get open threes. Sometimes he would even shoot it himself. And so, you know, that was great. If we can kind of control some of the foolish fouls on the defensive end, we put Pine Tree on the line a little too much in that first half. So if we can get away from some of those, I think this lead could have been a lot higher than it is right now.
Absolutely. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here in a couple minutes to get you ready for the second half.
Injuries aren't planned, and here at Longview Orthopedic, we're going to work together with patients to try to attain the best outcome possible for them. We have the ability to treat all injuries for all patients and athletes of all ages. One thing I want patients to understand is that, I've been in their situation. I played football at Texas A&M University, played offensive line, I was a guard, And being an athlete, suffering injuries, and having that passion to get back on the field gave me a really good perspective on the other side of the line as a treating physician now here at the Longview Orthopedic Clinic.
At Godarzi and Young, we take things more seriously.
Every case that's handled at our office is handled by a team. That work and dedication has caused our office to recover more record verdicts and settlements than any other law firm in Northeast Texas.
It is our obligation to make sure our client has the financial backings and the manpower to be successful.
We are exactly who we say we are. We're trial lawyers who've gotten results year in, year out.
Crunch has everything you need to find your mode. Come check out Crunch Fitness with a free guest pass.
Don't fumble when you're looking for your next trailer. At R&J Trailers, we got the hookup. Cargo Mate, Hallmark, Text Line, Diamond C. We've got the inventory selection to get you into the end zone. Snap into savings with R&J Trailers. Don't pass up on the best deals around. R&J Trailers in Longview and online at rnjtrailers.com. We've got the hookup.
Printing your photos just got easier. Just pick your size, color, and favorite photo, and we'll do the rest. Because your unforgettable moments are meant to be framed.
All righty, Keaton.
Yes, sir.
We've got about 3.5 minutes before we get the second half underway. The Lobos haven't made their way out of the locker room just yet. Tell me a little bit about what you expect to or hope to see in the second half. There's the Lobos.
I expect to see us, still running. If they're going to play us man-to-man, we're going to line up in that high post, trying to like a transition offense where we're coming off the screen. I expect to see that a lot more. Find open defenders as we drive to try to find some open threes. On defensive end, I want to see us battle down on the boards a little bit better. Come away with limit them to just one shot and try to use their aggressiveness to our advantage.
Sure, and it feels like I say this every week. The Lobos are getting solid looks, just not knocking them down in that first half. So.
And that'll come. Frank, that'll come. You got to continue to keep taking it. If your shooters is open, shoot. You can't knock down shots if you don't take them. So the more you see it, and the more confidence if coach got you out there, go ahead and take that shot. Never be scared. Never be scared to make a play.
And it feels like this be the second time that the Lobos have seen the big man. They've adjusted a little bit. I wasn't there for the last game, but he had to have played a big role in that Pine Tree win. Absolutely. You don't see too many players, especially in this district, that get Blandberg in foul trouble. And this is definitely a better effort from us this time around. He's been active, but at the same time we have two. It worked in our advantage. I believe we're on the plus side of things. So. Kudos to us, man. We was able to bounce back from the way that we played them from the first time, especially this first half. Sure, coming into the second half with a 6-point lead. I'd like to see the Lobos kind of step on the gas a little bit here and put a team away.
Yeah, especially see some full court pressure. I would love to see that too.
What do you think about it, Ray? What do you expect to see? What would you like to see here in the second half?
I would like to see Longview actually continue doing what they've been doing. It seems like they've been staying committed to the high post there around the three-point line, free throw line, and running a dribble screen off of him, looking for the corner three, and or putting it inside to Blandberg. So, I think if Longview continues to do that on the offensive end, they're getting good looks. Once the ball goes inside, they're getting good ball reversal. They're making good decisions at the low post. A little bit more of that. On the defensive end, you just kind of want to see a little less fouling. I think we put Pine Tree at the free throw line a little too much than they actually earned it. And so, a lot of times if someone goes to the free throw line, you want to make sure they earn that opportunity to the free throw line. You don't want to just give them some little easy ones. So those are things that I'm hoping we can continue to do and or try to avoid in the second half.
Sure, and if you're just now tuning in, we talked about it a little bit earlier in the broadcast, but the atmosphere here it's electric. This is what you want this Coliseum to feel like on game night.
Absolutely. It reminds me, of the time when we was in high school. Our games, it's hard to pack this big gym out, but, man, our games was electric. We had a pretty good team.
Very nice move.
Shout out to my 04 classmates, man. We was able to play under some good crowds like this, and this crowd has not disappointed at all tonight.
So Kendall Mitchell starts the half for the Lobos with a solid move and an easy bucket, and Big Man's going to take another three. And again, we'll give him that all night long.
All night long. Even if he makes one, he's still doing us a favor.
Think about that. Every time he shot those threes, he's probably 0 for 3, 0 for 4 from the three-point line tonight. But every time he's been inside, he's either scored or gotten fouled.
He is.
And so, if he continues to do that, more power to him. I'd sit out there and just let him shoot it.
Yep, I totally agree with you.
But they've all been listening to Frank's broadcast, and they all want to shoot threes now. So we probably lost that one.
So that's going to be a 2-point finish for Maury Gary.
You sure you didn't offer them free hot dogs for every 3 they take?
I don't have that kind of clout just yet. That's Jonathan Fuller. He's a pretty good athlete.
Oh, that was a great athletic play.
Yep.
Absolutely. So he's going to shoot 2 with a chance to cut this Lobo lead to 4.
You take a snapshot of this court, and Pine Tree looks like they belong in this game. and it doesn't look like, they should have been struggling as much to keep this game close.
Absolutely. Their confidence has not wavered at all.
Yeah. But, I'm a little biased towards Longview. Pine Tree should always feel a little uncomfortable in the Longview gym.
And Blandberg loses that one out of bounds. He was shoved in the back, but it doesn't look like he's going to get the call, so it's going to be Pine Tree basketball. Campbell Williams intercepts the inbound pass, and they're going to call a foul. That's 15, Cameron Spencer. That's his second. Big man's run the offense a few possessions for Pine Tree, so if we can get him in foul trouble, it won't be a bad thing.
Not at all. So we've been able to maintain this 6-point lead. I think that's what we went into halftime with, was a 6-point lead. So this is a different set in the zone than before.
Very athletic defensive play by Jonathan Fuller, just quick reaction there. So Kendall Mitchell's attempt is blocked, but it's going to be Lobo basketball. Chris Head gets it into Mitchell. Davis Justice off a screen from Blandberg. Can't get the floater to go, but Blandberg's there for the board. Got it tied up, and we're going to have a jump ball.
The biggest problem there, man, when you catch the rebound and you're a big man and you bring that ball down, you got all the little guys is coming for it too. So you want to catch that, when you catch that rebound, keep it up high to where nobody can get to it but you.
That was a little unfortunate that he, not only did he do that, he turned away from the basket. So you're absolutely right on that one.
It's just little small things that you'll learn. The more you play, it's a good block there. It's okay. Make him earn it at the free throw line. He's been having a difficult time making it, and I believe that's either his first or second foul. So you can live with that. Just don't keep doing it.
Let's see. That's his first. So Blandberg is not in trouble at all tonight, and Dalen Evans can't get the first to go.
Evans has had a night at the free throw line tonight.
Yes, indeed.
As we said, heading into the second half.
I mean, as many free throws as he shot right now, they'll be winning the game if that's the case.
We said that heading into the second half. When he's out there shooting threes, that's not a threat. But the minute he gets the ball on the blocks down there, it's you're either fouling him or he's scoring. And unfortunately, they fouled him more than he scored tonight.
So we're going to take a quick break with the Lobos. Be back in 30 seconds.
Over the last 10 years, our office has achieved many record verdicts and settlements. Our commitment has always been to outwork and outfight any opponent we have in whatever courtroom we find ourselves in.
At Godarzi & Young, we have settlements and verdicts that are unmatched. Whether you come face to face with the corporation or the insurance company, they know that if they don't justly compensate our clients, they're going to have to face the Godarzi & Young trial team in the courtroom.
All right, back with you. Lobo basketball off the Pine Tree timeout. 5 minutes, 47 seconds left to go, third quarter. Lobos leading by 5.
There's the same offense there, and we got to the hole. That looked pretty, but man, if he'd have just go ahead and went up with two hands and secured the basket, we'd be at the free throw line for an and one right now instead of putting him there, putting pressure on him to knock down two shots.
Yep, that's true.
He kind of came around that thinking he was a lot more open than he really was.
Kind of got pretty with it at the end.
Yeah. Is that how you played when you were in high school? You get pretty with it like? No?
I was a football player.
Okay. All right.
So I was coming through with some size a little bit.
Okay. All right.
And the big man, Dalen Evans, is going to travel. Crowd doesn't like it, but it's Lobo basketball leading by 6.
The only thing pretty that I was doing, it was lefty. That's all.
Nice. With the lefty.
Yes, indeed.
Well, that's what he used just then.
From what I gather, we don't do anything pretty in Lobo land. That's just not the way we operate.
It's all tough.
And we've seen Blandberg take that shot a few times this year and make it. Chris Head can't get that to go.
Nice crossover move, nice behind the back move to get it to
You know,
get the shot
Longview has
off.
been able to dribble off that high post and get to the hole almost every single time they ran it. I'd like to see them go back to that again.
Yeah. Blandberg with some nice defensive efforts there.
So all the recruiting sites have Dalen Evans at 6'4", but when he's standing next to a 6'8" Blandberg, I don't know.
Yeah, there's not that big of a difference.
Maybe 2 inches, if that. Yeah.
And he's a junior, folks. This kid may end up 6'8", 275 before the end of his senior year.
Calais Campbell.
And he really does. I was joking earlier, but he kind of does resemble Miles Garrett a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's big.
And 15, Cameron Spencer's going to take a couple free throws here.
And we all know the type of athlete we all know the type of athlete he is, Miles Garrett.
The first one's good for 15. That's his first point tonight. So Chris Wilder's checked in, and Campbell Williams is going to take a seat. And again, that's quite a luxury for Lobos to have. A kid like that as your sixth man.
Yeah.
Davis Justice,
Good
nice
pass.
pass to Blandberg, and he finishes.
Yes, sir.
That was a great play. Under control, drew the defense to him, was able to dump it off to the open man. Was able to get an easy slam dunk at that point.
He must have went and heard that first half analysis that we gave him.
Probably so.
Probably from Coach Weaver.
He stuck it to us, dude.
Yeah. Oh, that he wasn't going to be able to catch one, huh?
Yeah,
Open three-pointer from Mitchell. Just long. Rebound to Spencer.
You know, you go up like that, you have a good, exciting play. You want to come down and run your offense. You don't want to go straight 1-2 passes and shoot a three from the deep corner. You know, when you've had an opportunity to get good looks, you know, you go ahead and keep working the ball around, waiting for your opportunities to score.
Especially when you have the momentum on your side.
Yeah,
that's just not good basketball there.
What better momentum when you got the first dunk of the night?
Absolutely.
And another three possession with the big man 25 feet away from the bucket. We'll take it.
Absolutely, every time.
So 3.5 left, third quarter. Lobos
so we
lead
got
by
Coach
7.
Weaver's getting them into a set, which is good. So hopefully they'll take their time and run this set. Take your time. There you go.
Shot attempt from Blandberg is no good. It's going to be Pine Tree basketball. He got a good look.
Yeah.
Not sure that's exactly how that one was drawn up, but we'll take it.
I think that's exactly what the coach wanted. It looked like he had him in a 1-4 flat. So in opportunities like that, you're going to run a one-on-one and get to the hole. And that time he did it, but the big that he passed it to went a little too hard.
So Lobos end up with a loose ball, and Chris Head's going to travel. So I stand corrected. That's why you're in the booth with us, Mr. Wade. I'm here to tell you what happened. I'll leave telling you what should have happened to Mr. Wade.
I'll take an educated guess at it. Well, we can see where this goes every time.
Every time. If you want to send them left too.
Yes.
Big man like that. As soon as he's putting his head down and going right every time.
Yep.
Going to get Wilder for the foul. Every trip that this young man goes to the line and it's not Blandberg with the foul is a good thing for the Lobos.
Yeah, and you know, and our statisticians that are watching this at home, I'm sure they're commenting on all your lives that this is maybe his 10th time to the free throw line tonight. We had to take an educated guess. And I don't know what he's shooting, but I bet you it's 50%.
Yeah.
I believe it's 4 for 9 at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I could be very wrong.
No, I was just going off memory.
I believe this is his 10th free throw attempt. And he's now at exactly 50%. So
yeah.
He's starting to warm up a little bit too.
You know, we made that analysis.
So we're going to take a quick break with the Lobos. Be back in 30 seconds for more Lobo basketball.
Don't fumble when you're looking for your next trailer. At RJ Trailers, we got the hookup. Cargo Mate, Hallmark, Text Line, Diamond C. We've got the inventory selection to get you into the end zone. Snap into savings with R&J Trailers. Don't pass up on the best deals around. R&J Trailers in Longview and online at rnjtrailers.com. We've got the hookup.
All righty, welcome back. Just under 3 to go here, third quarter. You're watching Lobo basketball on Longview Game Day. I'm Frank Sides, joined as always by Keaton Daniels and Ray Wade in the booth tonight.
So Longview's back to their high post set. So we'll see him dribble up. He'll go push that kid into the corner. He's going to come off the high post screen here. Well, they went to the post this time.
Yeah,
wrapped around.
Got him with the wrap around there. He kind of went just too fast.
Yeah.
He kind of saw a little double team coming, and he wanted to get out of there. He wanted to be aggressive there.
Yeah, when we saw that set initially, it looked like the same set they've been running all night. That was a good-looking set for them. They've scored several times. They've gotten to the hole a few times down now. You know, we've switched up the set, and it's kind of created some confusion even for us on the offensive end.
Seems like they just like one of their transition sets that they get into every time coming down the court, especially if they're in man-to-man.
That is a tough shot.
It's a shot we'll definitely live with.
Absolutely.
Anytime he's not taking a shot right there in the paint, we can definitely live with that.
There's a dribble screen. There it is right there.
Wilder
nice
finish.
Nice.
We just said that. You know, every time they've ran that dribble screen off of the high post, they've gotten good looks, and that was another opportunity of it. Give the big man some credit for being able to set that screen and roll, and what helps that is you remove the weak side help when Blandberg flashes to the high post.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, that's a good block there.
Called travel before the shot attempt. So it's Lobo basketball with a chance to make this a 9 or 10 point lead late here third quarter, which would be pretty huge heading into the fourth with a big lead. Kendall Mitchell goes straight to the basket. Big man blocks the shot.
And we got the foul.
He said, no, not me.
That's his first. He okay.
No.
So that's going to send Kendall Mitchell to the line for 2. He has 7 tonight. If one of these free throws goes down, he's going to tie Blandberg for the game high, team high points. Misses the first. The second's long. Tipped around into the hands of Amari Gary. Long pass ahead. It's going to be Lobo basketball thrown away.
Senseless turnovers can really affect you getting back into a game.
Yep, guys, a minute and a half left to close this quarter out. It's going to be pivotal, especially with this 7-point lead. Whether if we can hold this, we can be able to take it and be control all fourth quarter.
I agree.
Executions.
So there's the same offensive set. Come off.
Brown. Score. Oh, it doesn't go.
Once again, we got another good look, guys. That's what we want. You know, that's been effective for Longview all night. Having a solid screen right there at the top of the key. Point guards have been under control coming off of it. And they've gotten either a score or they've gotten to the free throw line. So, you know, good job with the coaching staff with recognizing that and getting them into this set.
Yep.
He's going to send Kendrick Brown to the line. That's his third free throw attempt on the night. He's 3 for 3 with one big three-pointer as well. So he's got 6. Lobos distributing the ball pretty well tonight.
We got Campbell Williams checking back into the game.
Blandberg's going to take a seat to end this quarter.
Yep.
Can I have a favorite player?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that against the rules?
No, not at all.
All right. Well, I just voted Campbell Williams my favorite player.
I got a favorite girls player.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Wait,
I didn't know if I should show favoritism.
Is she related to you?
No, she's not related.
Okay, all right,
to
then
me.
it counts.
She's not related to me.
Is it Tiaja McGee?
No, my favorite is Paris Simpson.
I knew it was coming.
I love the way she plays.
I'm saving that till softball season.
Yes. Dang it, I didn't think about that.
Yeah. So Paris has moved into the starting lineup for the girls, and this She played a starting shortstop as a freshman. Looks like she put on 6 to 8 pounds of muscle. And
Really?
a softball coach said she's hitting balls into the forest.
Really?
Already. It'll be a fun year, ladies softball.
So then Keaton is just jumping on the bandwagon of a great athlete.
Hey, you see it.
He's a front runner.
If you watch her play basketball,
Yeah?
she does everything.
Right.
She does the hustle. She's rebounding. She just plays.
Yeah.
She does everything.
Good.
Just like a Lobo.
Yeah.
Best way to describe her.
Yeah.
Good.
She plays it the right way. Yeah.
That's it. I love it.
She does a lot of things that don't go in the stat sheet.
That's the
that's what I
Lobo
love.
spirit.
Yes.
Kendrick Brown.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a hard foul. Get up. Be okay. Be okay. I think he's okay.
Yeah, he just getting himself together.
You know, we have to give Longview a lot of credit tonight and their coaching staff a lot of credit tonight because, you know, the last game I did with you guys, they were not as committed to their offense as they have been tonight. So just in that sequence, they actually ran their offense through 2 times and still stayed with it and got a great shot and got to the free throw line. You know, the last game that I saw with them, with you guys, they'd probably make 1 or 2 attempts at that offense, and then someone was jacking up a shot, and there was a turnover. So, you know, kudos to the coaching staff for, you know, really, really trying to enforce to them that we've got to work the ball around. Don't give up if you don't get it the first time, and look at the results.
And that's one of the reasons too why we've been on a 3-game winning streak right now too.
Yep.
You realize when you get the district that every single possession, especially the closeout quarters, become very, very pivotal, especially as momentum swings going into each quarter and each game.
Yes.
And do you think some of that is because of the confidence of seeing it start to work? Is it just kind of the snowball?
It's all those things. And then, you know, it's also the coaching. You
Yes.
got to give the coaches credit.
Yes.
You know, you have a coaching staff that are coming out here saying, hey, this is what we need to do. This is how you be successful.
5 seconds left in this quarter. He's going to have to heat something up quickly, and he does.
That's a good shot.
Chris Head from almost half court to end the 3rd quarter. So the Lobos are going to head to the 4th, leading by 12 here at home versus Pine Tree. We'll be back in just a minute. You're watching Lobo basketball on Longview Game Day.
And now at OR, we want to buy your used vehicle and we'll give you guaranteed top dollar for yours. And if you prefer to trade, even better, with massive savings on every new vehicle at OR Cadillac GMC in Longview.
House party? We got you covered. Office meeting? Come on, treat them right. Game day? You know we're here for it. Get your taco, nacho, or fajita bar today. Only at Juicy's Taco.
All right, welcome back. We are just about to get underway here in the 4th quarter. This place is going crazy, Keith.
Man, this is fun. This is fun. I'm enjoying watching this.
So I have to say, Longview has a good-looking basketball team this year. And if you're here in Longview, you haven't seen these guys play this season, you have to come on out to Lobo COLISEUM and catch a game. They're actually a really good team, and they look really well coached.
Please
so
do.
You have to come out and check them out.
Please do. Please do. Man, these kids deserve your support just like the football team does as well.
Absolutely.
And it looks like we may be headed to the postseason as well.
Yes.
And we got a Campbell Williams sighting.
Hey, here we go.
Blamberg sets his feet and tries to get that pass outside, but it's knocked away. It's going to stay with the Lobos.
You know, Blamberg would have just caught that and been under control a little bit more. That referee would have had an opportunity to see that he got pushed down low there. But as long as you're not set and you continue to move, that referee is not going to be entitled to give you that call.
Knocked out of bounds again. It's Lobo basketball.
I wouldn't be surprised if Pine Tree now, in the last 7 minutes of this game, decides to go into a little full court pressure.
Yeah, big time.
Because they realize that they have the athletes that if they pick this pace up a little bit more, that they could possibly get back in this game.
A lot of trapping too, try to force us to play, get some turnovers.
Yep.
And we haven't played like this since the 1st quarter, so that's kudos to us. We've been playing a lot better.
One of Longview's negatives is you speed us up sometimes.
Kendall Mitchell.
Get us. You know, once again, there it is, the high post screen. We've been calling that all night. You know, every time they ran that set, we've got good shots.
And you know what? It's pivotal that defender that's coming off that screen, he got to stop that guard from going full speed at the goal like that.
You know, you'd like to see that defensive player
you got to show
hedge over a little bit and show. You're absolutely right. Hedge over, stop the ball, and get back. But, you know, to Longview's credit, they ran that well tonight. It's a simple set, but they ran it well. And there's a big back to the free throw line again. So I'm going to take a bet that if he knocks this down, that Pine Tree is going to go into a little full court pressure here.
Oh, yeah, big time.
So if he scores the second free throw, I wouldn't be surprised if they decide to pick him up full court somehow.
Absolutely. And Blandberg's made it into the fourth with only 2 fouls, so he can get a little more physical with him here to end this game.
You want to know, or you wonder, is that physicality that he's been playing with, is it starting to tire him out? Because he played a lot of minutes in that third quarter.
He's not hurt. He's all right.
Well, not hurt, but just tired. Just getting tired, yeah.
I don't even think he's tired.
That's them body blows you take.
Yeah, but that's a big body. I don't think he's tired. Yeah, I think he's enjoying it probably. He probably realized he found him a little extra there. If he goes inside, and he could take advantage of that. So he's enjoying it.
Kind of playing that style of play, hey, man, it has increased our lead. So.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Both teams are in the 1-1 now, so Kendall Mitchell was fouled there. Blandberg goes up, and he's going to foul 15 Cameron Spencer. That's 3 on Blandberg. Spencer's going to shoot 2. And this is how you don't want to allow Pine Tree back in the basketball game with free looks.
You put them at the free throw line, the clock stops, you know, they get to rest, they get to set the defense. Those are things that play into your disadvantage if you're Longview, but to your advantage if you're Pine Tree. And so just by that simple sub, we're putting the big back in. Once again, we have to anticipate the Pine Tree is going to probably come with a little full court pressure at this point.
And if you're Longview, you're in no rush to settle for a bad shot. You want to run the offense to be able to get you some good shots.
Yeah. And Coach Hales calls a timeout for Pine Tree. Looks like it's going to be a full timeout. So we're going to take a break. We'll come back here in just about a minute.
Injuries aren't planned, and here at Longview Orthopedic, we're going to work together with patients to try to attain the best outcome possible for them. We have the ability to treat all injuries for all patients and athletes of all ages. One thing I want patients to understand is that, I've been in their situation. I played football at Texas A&M University, played offensive line, I was a guard, and being an athlete, suffering injuries, and having that passion to get back on the field gave me a really good perspective on the other side of the line as a treating physician now here at the Longview Orthopedic Clinic.
Crunch has everything you need to find your mode. Come check out Crunch Fitness with a free guest pass.
Alrighty, welcome back. Just about to get this thing back underway. Lobos lead by 11 with the basketball. 6.5 left to go here from Lobo Coliseum. Again, if you're watching, haven't showed the feet yet, let everybody know where they can catch the end of this one. We might have a good one on our hands.
Yeah, everyone should join in. Give us a shout out if you're watching it on live. We'd love to hear from you. We got to recognize the stripes tonight. This has been a good refereed game.
Yes, indeed. Hats off to the refs, man.
Did we not call that, guys? Did you guys notice that? They picked up full court coming out of that timeout.
Absolutely.
Because they realized, hey, we've still got 11 points we've got to overcome. And what happened? There was a Longview turnover right away. He got tripped up over a kid's foot. Ball went out of bounds. So we can probably continue to see Pine Tree stay in this full court pressure here for the remainder of this game. There you
15
go.
scores again.
So with the clock stopped on the free throws, the turnover, now we've had probably a 5-point run now, 5-0 run on Pine Tree's end. So now we have to see how Longview responds to this. We hope they can go back to the set that's worked, even though this looks like a little different offense, which is getting them away from what they did well this whole game.
Turn around, pivot. Go back inside to him if you can.
All right, there's that high screen. There you go. That's what's worked for you. Be careful down there, Campbell. It's a big kid behind you. So there we go, guys. So Longview comes down, doesn't score. Pine Tree comes down. If they score now, we've got a ball game.
Absolutely. Definitely don't want to give up a 3 here.
There we go.
Back to the free throw line there.
Clock stops. We put Pine Tree back at the free throw line where they've already been to the free throw line 3 times this quarter. They've scored the majority of those points from the free throw line. So now this gives them a team that's been exhausted, been beat up this whole game, gives them a chance to rest. They get a chance to make some free throws, and then not only that, they get to set their defense. And those are things that plays to the disadvantage of a team that's been winning the entire game, and when you were just up by 15, 13 here a couple of minutes ago. I mean,
I've got 15 of their 30 tonight, all from the free throw line.
That's crazy.
Amazing. Those are great stats, you know.
And stats like that keeps you in the ball game.
Stats like that keeps Pine Tree in the ball game, but stats like that also bothers Coach Weaver, I bet, as well, too, because he knows that lead could be a lot more if it wasn't for that. And so now they're in their full court off defense. They're picking up full court now. So now they're forcing Longview to speed up, and they can't really get back into that offensive set that they've been so comfortable in.
And we'll stay with you through this commercial break, but what was a 12-point lead, 13 actually is down to 7 with only a minute of game clock ran.
And that's because we fouled them. We've put them at the free throw line. We've given those guys a chance to rest. You know, Keaton mentioned earlier that Evans was probably getting a little tired.
And now he's not.
Now he's had a chance to get a breather.
Absolutely.
Because of the free throw, you know, the free throws that we've been able to shoot. So that gives him a chance to rest. That gives the guards a chance to get out and pick up full court. And it forces Longview to kind of do just the opposite of what they've been successful with all night.
So I see the Lady Lobos arriving to the Coliseum. This crowd's getting bigger. I haven't caught wind of whether or not they were able to win over Pine Tree tonight. Got a good look at that Lobo bench. Coach Weaver's drawing something up, letting them have it a little bit.
Well, I think what Coach Weaver's probably going to draw up over there is to say, okay, anticipate the full court press. This is how we want to break the full court press. We want to try to get the ball to the middle. We want to get it set to the middle, get up the court, get into our offense, because they're speeding us up. We don't want to speed up ourselves.
Just got word that the girls won tonight, 41-29. So shout out to the Lady Lobos. Congratulations.
Well, Coach Leggett, if you're watching, I apologize for that text. It wasn't necessary. Keaton knows somebody in the crowd that can get us that answer.
See what offense Longview comes out in this time. So they've gone away from the offense that worked. Looks like they're trying to run down the clock a little bit, burn a little of the clock, which is smart, but you kind of don't want to do it too early in a game. Okay, here we go with the high post screen again. That's been really successful for Longview tonight. You know, when you get this stagnant for a team that's been doing well scoring, you know, you're giving the defense a chance to rest. You miss a shot like that. Now they're coming down. They score this time. You know, we got us a, 4-point ball game at that point? And now they're going right back to the free throw line.
It's a tough call there.
What are they going to get for that? It's going to be Campbell Williams. His 4th. So the big man's in foul trouble. And we're shooting. No, we're not.
Yeah, they are shooting.
They're shooting 2.
Yeah.
I was about to say shooting 1-1, but I didn't realize.
They're in the bonus for the rest of the game. So, you know, that's one of the things I'm sure Coach Weaver's pretty upset about. You know, he don't want to keep putting these guys at the free throw line because, as you noted earlier, Frank, that's how they've gotten back into this game. Been able to go to the free throw line and knock those down. And it's cut this big point advantage down to now, what is that, 6 points?
And that is the 8th point of the night for Cameron Spencer, the senior postman for Pine Tree. Ties Dylan Evans, the team lead. And he makes the second. So just like that, it's a 5-point game with 4.5 left.
That burns you up, you know, as a coach when you're watching your team have a 13-point lead, and then with only a minute or a half of the shot of the game clock running off, and you give up half of that points.
Chris Wilder's wanting the basketball, but he's got a big guy down there on his back. So Wilder,
he's not coming out here.
He's going to make you show him that one.
Especially right here in the
there
fourth
we
quarter.
go.
There
Davis Justice. Wilder tips it in.
That was the way. Hey, one thing that we did, we got both our big men away from the basket.
What are they going to call? They're going to wave it off.
No, that's a bad call. But that was the Pine Tree player that went for that. They hit the net.
Yeah, but you know, that's the same set that we've been running all night that has been effective for us. And we've gotten great shots.
How did they call that? That was the Pine Tree player that hit his head in the net.
Actually, they probably called the Longview player up above the rim on it.
Just like that, it's a 3-point game as Cameron Spencer scores again. He's got 11.
It's amazing how these games get away from you.
Really go by quickly. Now we shooting.
So Chris Head's going to shoot 1-and-1 here. Foul on number 2, Amari Gary. That is his third.
Just like that, huh? 13-point lead.
Down to 3 in 3 minutes of game time. The first attempt from Head is long, and it's
these are the kind
basketball.
of things that keep the coaches up late at night. Don't foul them, guys.
And they don't. Come on, Kendall Mitchell. Boom! Hard foul.
That's okay.
Big time hard foul. But that's going to send Mitchell to the line for 2.
Yeah, I think he's saying nothing easy.
So Kendall Mitchell's going to shoot 2 free throws here. And the first is good. So it's back to a 2-possession game. That's 10 for Mitchell tonight. These Pirates are playing like the late 80s Pistons down low tonight.
Man,
He's making you pay for those layups.
Yeah, they're coming out on fire this quarter, too.
Yeah, let's see if Coach Weaver decides to change up his defense here, Andy. Because we put Pine Tree at the free throw line last few times they come down the court. So let's see if they decide to do anything different. You know, we're applying a lot more pressure on the perimeter.
There you go.
And maybe that was the
no call?
Wow. A lot of action there, but it's end up with the Lobos on the free throw line. Pine Tree coach is not happy.
Nope.
He's going to call a timeout. So we're going to take a break with him. And that may be our last commercial break of the evening. We'll be back here in about a minute to bring you the last 2:42 of this one. You're watching Lobo basketball on Longview Game Day.
At Godarzi and Young, we take things more seriously.
Every case that's handled at our office is handled by a team. That work and dedication has caused our office to recover more record verdicts and settlements than any other law firm in Northeast Texas.
It is our obligation to make sure our client has the financial backings and the manpower to be successful.
We are exactly who we say we are. We're trial lawyers who've gotten results year in, year out.
House party? We got you covered. Office meeting? Come on, treat them right. Game day? You know we're here for it. Get your taco, nacho, or fajita bar today, only at Juicy's Taco.
Okay. Because I see some baseball players over there, too.
Welcome back. 39-35. Lobos lead. 2:42 left in this one. And the crowd is as fired up as they've been all night. The Lady Lobos are here. Coach King's hanging around for this one. The intensity level, I didn't know that it would be able to maintain what we had in the first quarter, but it's picked up somehow.
Hey, because we got a good ball game here. It hadn't been a blowout, so both teams have reason to be excited.
You know, you got to give Pine Tree a lot of credit. A lot of teams would have folded her heading into the fourth quarter down by 13, but you know, they stayed with it. You know, stayed the course. Been aggressive, gotten to the free throw line, and they've gotten themselves back in it. And
I'm still relatively new to the Lobo atmosphere. It feels like Pine Tree and Hallsville are similarly. I mean, as far as wanting to beat the Lobos at everything, Keaton, are they the same levels as Hallsville? If it's anything but football, we're getting the best they got.
You're exactly right, especially when it comes to everything but football. They feel like they have a chance. And rightfully so. Both of those teams play us tough, and we have our problems with them too as well.
Sure, so Blandberg makes the first, misses the second. It's a 5-point game with 2.5 left. Another timeout. We're going to stick with you through this one. But, yeah, it feels like every team that comes in here is just giving Longview all they have.
And like you said earlier, it seems like every single game that we call is always like this. It's always a tough game. It's never nothing really easy. We're in a dogfight, and it makes it exciting for us because those games are what we truly enjoy. Sure. It makes it worth coming out to.
Feels like we're everybody's big brother.
Yeah, that's true.
The little brother's always wanting to step up to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Pine Tree wants to be the bigger Longview. Hallsville wants to be the team that's talked about more.
Even baseball season last year.
Absolutely.
It was wild out there. That's something I'm looking forward to, Keaton. You know how much I love baseball.
Yeah, I tell everybody that I know that's from Hallsville that, man, I love playing you guys in baseball, whether it's baseball or softball, because you guys' crowd is always electric. You guys are always making fun to play those games.
All right, so 2 minutes, 39 seconds here. Lobos are trying to hang on to a 5-point lead to make their district record 5-3, and for all intents and purposes, almost lock up a playoff spot early on here.
So
Again, they can't just yet mathematically, but you don't want to lose here. We'll just say that. Fuller's not a shooter, but he's going to drive on Blandberg, and that almost blocked. Nice defensive play by 15, Cameron Spencer. And the floater's good. That's J.R. Henderson, a freshman, his first bucket tonight.
They're picking them up full court, as we suggested. Once they started picking Longview up full court,
there you go.
Gotten back into this
Nice.
game.
Love that.
So Chris Wilder answers almost immediately, so the lead's still 5. Number 13 for Pine Tree's a freshman, getting some big-time crunch time minutes tonight.
And this is what Pine Tree wants to do. They want us to go up and try to score, or try to score, to be able to try to get the ball back as quickly as they can. They can't trade baskets with us right now, with us being up 5.
Yeah, they knocked down a 3 right here, though. They will be back in it.
The freshman again can't get the putback to go, and it ends up in the hands of Davis Justice. So Chris Head's probably got this off the dribble. And it's knocked out of bounds. Longview basketball. Pine Tree coach doesn't believe that's the case, but they don't have the benefit of replay tonight, so it's going to be Longview basketball.
They've been riding them big time.
Minute and 10 to go.
This full court pressure has been a little bit of a problem for Longview here in the fourth quarter.
Let's not be sloppy with it. Keep the ball, protect the ball.
Longview's in the double bonus, so any free throw they're getting 2.
Hey, no rush running the play unless you get an open layup.
Davis Mitchell's shot's blocked by Evans.
Yeah, there's no need to try to score early.
Yeah, you don't want to just dribble right into the teeth of the defense. There's 4 guys in there.
Online, 3 points, no good. Big man, come on, Blandberg. Oh, and he's fouled. They didn't call the foul.
Come on, man, that was a bad no call there.
Yeah,
that's dangerous.
Big time there.
Ball ends up in the hands of Longview, leading by 7. Slow things down. 30 seconds to go.
You know, Longview got to give them a lot of credit. They stayed the course. You know, when Pine Tree made their run, they didn't quite lose their composure. Played solid.
Yes.
It's a great game by Longview. Great coached game. Well executed.
Way to pull it out.
Wilder's going to go up with a floater, and that's good. Wilder's got 8 tonight. And the Lobos lead by 9. Less than 10 seconds to go. 3-point attempt from 2 is all good. Amari Gary for 3 to end this one, but that's it. Longview Lobos hold off the Pirates. Big time run here in the second half for Pine Tree.
Yeah, great win.
Hey, and if Tyler High loses tonight, Longview will take sole possession in second place in district, which is big. Going
win.
Down the stretch.
Lobos answer. The Pirates win on the road, and the Pirates come back here to Lobo Coliseum. Longview beats them the second time around. So absolutely fantastic, fun game to watch. Atmosphere was great. Final thoughts, Mr. Wade.
Hey, kudos to Longview Lobos basketball team. They came out, they played well, they didn't get out of character when Pine Tree decided to pick them up full court. You know, you got to congratulate the fan base here tonight for Longview. Everyone did an amazing job. Thank you guys for having me once again. You know, it was a great night to be here. Thank you for having me.
Hey, appreciate it as always.
Got a really cool shot, the student section.
Yeah.
The team went to greet them, and they're celebrating in style tonight. So for Keaton Daniels, for Ray Wade, for the rest of the Longview Game Day crew, we appreciate you watching. Big time win from Longview. We'll see